Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa Philoil Flying V Center or Volleyball Central. Para naman sa Creamline Cool Smashers, gusto nila maging Championship Central. Etong Philoil Flying V Center. Hangad nila na madepensa ng kanilang corona, ang Open Conference Championship. Para naman sa Petro Gazz Angels, tangka nilang sirain ang mga plano ng Creamline Cool Smashers. They want to deny Creamline of history and they want to win today, game number 2 of the finals, to extend it to a do-or-die, winner-take-all Wednesday, game number 3. It is the finals and it is game number 2. Creamline Cool Smashers a win away from the championship and Petro Gazz Angels trying to score a big victory today here at the arena in San Juan. Lahat din yan, parte po ng ating live and exclusive coverage of the Open Conference of your Premier Volleyball League, which you are watching live on SNA and on Liga, and of course in our high-definition platforms, SNA HD and Liga HD. All our streaming platforms are available for you guys, PremierVolleyballLeague.com, iWant, and sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL. For ABS-CBN Sports, magandang gabi Pilipinas. Ako po si Boom Gonzalez, Doc AJ Parea, ay Tinsay ang aming panel at large for today. Handa na kami for game number 2 ng ating finals ng iyong PVL 2019.
Good afternoon, PVL fans all around the world. Ito na po ang kapanapanabik na araw na hinihintay nating lahat. Ito po ang ating Game 2 for ating PVL Open Finals. At naman, mamaya-maya, makikita na natin na maghaharap muli ang ating palaban ng mga kupunan, ang Creamline Cool Smashers at ang ating PVL Reinforced Conference Champions, ang Petro Gazz Angels. And going back to Game 1, Creamline started and finished the game strong with the sweep at para naman sa Petro Gazz Angels, they lost set 1 by 11 points and sets 2 and 3 by 5 combined markers. Boom and Doc AJ, tingnan natin kung paano babawi ang Petro Gazz Angels later o kung mananatili ang Creamline sa itaas at talagang masungkit ang corona for the PVL Open Conference Championships.
Ayaw ng Petro Gazz yung word na yan na sweep, Doc, but you know, the word is all over. Elimination round, semifinals, finals, nice nilang ma-sweep, and they're coming from a 3-set sweep, so to speak. Although when you look at the score, Doc AJ, it doesn't tell the story of how that game was played, especially nung set number 2 tsaka set number 3.
Yes, Boom, definitely. 2019 is the year of the rivalry of Creamline and Petro Gazz, starting from the Reinforced Conference and now to the Open Conference. And it's very much interesting to see na these two top teams pa rin yung maglalaban for the championship. In Game 1, it was Creamline still very much dominant in their opening set, leading by as much as 11 points. Petro Gazz had their run in the second and third set, pero medyo diesel a little too late for them. And when it comes to the stats, it was very much dominant in terms of attacking for Creamline. Petro Gazz had some bright spots in their service and receive, but the points advantage over Creamline is not enough to really catch up to the attack points that was brought about by Creamline Cool Smashers.
Set number 2, as much as 6 points ang hinabol ng Creamline Cool Smashers. Set number 3, as much as 4 points. They both, in 2 sets, coming from behind to sweep itong Petro Gazz Angels in game number 1. Ay, kung sakasakali mangyari itong sweep na to today, so this will be our last time here for the Open Conference. In your conversations with the players and the teams, what do you get the sense of when it comes to the conference para dito sa Creamline? What kind of conference has it been for them and for Petro Gazz na rin?
Boom and naman, Doc AJ, given the many months of this conference, it is not surprising to see the growth and strength of these players. As easy as it may seem for these two teams to actually dominate the conference, Creamline actually had it hard with their divided responsibilities for the national team. More so, major setbacks sa kanila ang kanilang mga injury. And Petro Gazz, on the other hand, has a very huge pressure thriving on their shoulders, lalo na reinforced champions sila last season. Talagang to show who they are without the imports, given that this is an all-Filipino conference. Talagang malaki ang pressure sa kanila. Kaya mga kapamilya, we want to hear what you got to say about this. Kaya naman tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitan ng hashtag na PBL 2019 for your comments and insights on the match. You may also check out our exclusive photos and videos via our Instagram at ABS-CBN Sports. Make sure you keep up to date about all things on the Premier Volleyball League by following the country's #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com, and also make sure to like, share, and follow ang aming official Facebook page kasi malapit na kami mag 1,993,326 na.
Aitin Sai, of course, will give us more reports dito sa loob ng Philoil Flying V Center. Kami naman ni Doc AJ ay hihimay-himay natin yung last game, game number 1 ng ating finals. At may mga kakausapin tayo na matatawag natin mga breakout players na rin. Pwede na for this open conference of your PBL. Lahat mong yan dito po sa SNA when we come back. Sandali na lang, magsisimula na ang ating game number 2 of the finals ng inyong PBL Open Conference between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petro Gazz Angels na kauna sa serye. Etong undefeated so far na Creamline Cool Smashers. Nagbabalik po kami ni Doc AJ para pag-usapan itong game number 1 at the conference na rin in general. Doc AJ, one of the players na sabi natin before we took a break na parang broke out this conference, nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na talagang magpakitang gilas ay si Jonas Sabete.
Yes, I remember during the reinforced conference na she's not a starter. Parang ginamit lang siya towards the end of that conference at nagpakita siya very much a contributing factor for their championship in their reinforced conference. And it's nice to see that she has been given a lot of playing time because for me, she's one of the most athletic players here in the conference.
Such a nice player to watch, especially in flight. Ito si Jonas Sabete was something to prove dito sa PBL. Again, sabi nga natin in previous games, not from the UAP, not from the NCAA, but making a name for herself dito sa Premier Volleyball League. At kasama natin siya dito sa panel. Jonah, maraming salamat sa oras. Unang-una, balikan natin yung game number 1. Kasi yung set 2 and set 3, lamang kayo as much as 6 points.
Yes,
ano nangyari? Bakit hindi nakakapit?
Siguro po, lagi namin sinasabi yung panapos talaga namin. Lagi kaming nabibitin. Then yung mga errors namin na in a crucial time talaga na lumalabas minsan. Hindi lang minsan lagi.
Hindi naman. Minsan, nandito nga kayo sa finals.
Yun po.
Okay.
Pero, yun. Trabaho namin ng maigi. Then, inaral namin yung kalaban din namin.
Ano yung tingin mo major advantage nyo over Creamline Cool Smashers na inaasahan yung lalabas sa laro nyo ngayon para at least ma-extend to Game 3?
The blockers namin. Then yung mga middle namin talaga nag-double time sila para makuha yung Game 2 na to.
Mabilis lang, Jonah, bago kita pakawalan, bago ka namin pakawalan. This has been a great conference for you. I-describe mo naman sa amin yung feeling ng kumpiyansa na nag-breakout ka dito, nagkaroon ka ng maraming playing time, court time dito sa Open Conference.
Tiwala lang po talaga. Yung hinahanap ko na tiwala na binigay din sa akin ng mga teammates ko and coaches, then trabaho, hard work, then focus sa lahat ng ginagawa.
At nagtitiwala ang mga fans ng Petro Gazz na sana makasungkit kayo ng panalo dito sa game number 2 ng ating finals. Kami po ni Doc AJ magbabalik at pag-uusapan naman natin at may mga kakausapin naman tayo sa kabila for the Creamline Cool Smashers here on SNA. Kayo po yung nanonood na live ng ating coverage ng PVL Open Conference. We are minutes away from the start ng ating game number 2. Ang labanan ng Creamline Cool Smashers at Petro Gazz Angels. Pag-usapan natin ang team na nangangailangan ng isang panalo na lang to get their 20th straight win. Doc AJ, a clean sweep of the conference. Siyempre, the most important is the championship trophy.
Yes, ang sweet no, 20th win on a sweep to end their 2019 journey here in the PVL. So let's see if Gemma will do that same breakout from that first game, and as she has done throughout the conference, especially yung na-mention ni Ait inside, they had some problems when the national team players had to honor their responsibility for the country, and syempre yung mga naiwan na players, but that didn't stop the Creamline Cool Smashers in making a sweep or almost a sweep if they win this game here in the PVL Open Conference.
Creamline has been on fire. Gemma Galanza has been on fire, not only in game number 1, not only in the semifinals. She's had games where he had 25 points, 23 points. It has been a great PVL Open Conference para sa former standout ng Adamson University. Nakasama namin ni Doc AJ right here at the panel. Gemma, alam naman natin ang napanood na namin ikaw, na-cover ka na namin all throughout your collegiate career. We all know na you've always had MVP capabilities. Pero itong Open Conference, nag-breakout ka talaga. Is it just because of parang playing time lang ba? Or talagang sarili mo, gumanda rin yung skill set mo dito sa Creamline?
Same lang po. Kasi sa training talaga namin naman, talagang nag-work hard kami, yung bawat isa. And ako, sa sarili ko, alam ko yung ginagawa ko sa loob ng court, sa training, sa araw-araw na ginagawa ko. Siguro ngayon, yung sacrifice ko, nagkakaroon ng kapalit lang.
Bunga na, nagbunga na. Oh, Doc.
Yes, Gemma, perhaps ito yung pinaka-important na game for you, not because of the championship then, but kasi undefeated kayo. So, I know as a player, pag ganyan na status na undefeated, syempre may konting pressure not to let this slip. So, ano yung naging mindset ngayon ng Creamline Cool Smashers going into this game para hindi masyado maapektuhan ng ganung pressure?
Siguro yung mga errors namin last game, mas pinalish namin ngayong bago mag-start yung game. And then, Si Coach Tay, alam naman natin, gusto niya lang na happy kami sa loob ng court at nag-enjoy kami. And yung teamwork talaga, and nagko-contribute yung bawat isa talaga. Hindi lang yung first six, kundi pati yung nasa loob talaga, nasa second six din po, talagang nagko-contribute po.
Yung teamwork na yan at nagbigay sa kanila ng 19 na panalo so far, and they're looking for their 20th, and the most important win is today. Gemma, good luck.
Thank you
Stay
po.
healthy. And
Yes po.
tignan natin kung huling pagkakataon natin makausap. Ito si Gemma Galanza. As of course, the Creamline Cool Smashers need only one more win to get the Open Conference Championship. Magsisimula na ang game number 2 dito sa Phil Oil Flying V Center. Punong-puno po tayo, kaya tuwang-tuwa rin naman si DJ Jams because he is playing to a packed house, a full house, as we get to game number 2 of the finals for the PVL Open Conference live on SNA.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Bob Malena, National Referee. Second referee, Mr. Yul Benosa, International Referee. Let us welcome our starters from our defending champions, our Creamline Cool Smashers. They're led by their team captain, who wears jersey number 2, Alyssa Valdez. At number 5, Risa Sato. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Teresa Gumabao. Number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. Number 13, Celine Domingo. And number 15, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Liberos are number 11, Kyla Atienza, and number 22, Melissa Gohing. Head coach, Mr. Anusorn Tai Bundit. Presenting our reinforced champions, Petro Gazz Angels. At number 1, Cherry Rose Lunag. Wearing jersey number 2, Janelle Welch Cheng. Number 6, Janet Panaga. Number 8, Maricar Balwalwa. Number 16, Jonah Sabete. And number 19, Jovelyn Grace Parado. Liberos are number 10, Rica Jane Enclona, and number 18, Chien Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Arnold Lanyog.
The battle for the gold, or the top prize, the championship. History awaits Creamline, not just because dinidepensa nila itong Open Conference on their 4th straight finals appearance, but in the PVL, in the short history of the new Premier Volleyball League, nobody has run the table. Especially what amazes me, I was thinking about this kanina, Doc. You know, there are teams that sweep, but you're talking about 20 games. Ang haba ng conference natin. So it's not just the elimination round, the
Janelle
semis,
Cheng, designated
and now
game
the
captain
opportunity
for
to
Petro
win
Gazz.
with 20 games
First to
straight.
serve for the match.
Yeah, for professional
Number
league, no?
12, Gia
2 times
Morales.
yung elimination round. So it was a double round robin. It was a really long tournament.
Yes.
And to be able to maintain a clean sweep of that tournament is nothing to scoff at. So really, a lot of credit to be given to the program of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Especially nga, na-mention kanina ni Ai na may mga
Scores
times
one
pa na wala
for Petro
yung
Gazz.
Mga player.
key players like Eliza and Gia, but doon nag-step up yung mga players that were left behind. And over on the other side, Petro Gazz naman, ganda rin ang storyline nila.
Maganda. Magkaibang-magkaiba.
Yeah.
Madeline
So,
Prado.
a lot of,
Serving for
actually,
the
nung
Angels.
simula pa lang, 2 losses kagad tong Petro Gazz, if
Correct.
I remember correctly.
Yes.
People
3
really
points
started to
for
doubt
Creamline.
their capabilities without their imports. But here they are, back again to the finals against their so far their biggest rival for 2019.
Yun nga yung pinag-usapan namin ni Panay
Service.
Mercado in game number 1.
Team
Sa
captain,
kanya parang
Eliza
manalo
Valdez.
matalo, there will always be doubts and haters, pero talagang para sa
That's
kanya,
an ace.
the fact they're in the finals proves something. Regardless of whether they win this or not, Doc, they prove that they're elite by being here in the finals after losing the first 2 games, sabi mo nga,
Service.
and losing 2
Valdez.
high-scoring, high-caliber imports. And winning the Reinforced Conference Championship. In the meantime, 2-1 po tayo. Sabete. No, mababa. Bob Malenag said it is point
3,
for
serving
Creamline.
1.
Medyo mababa din yung set kay John Sabete with Cheng going for a much speedier play.
Service.
Kaso nga lang,
Valdez.
yung Jonah trying to go for a swipe catches the tape of the net instead.
Perfect first ball, which
First
leads
shot.
to this perfect
Balwalwa.
attack. And by the way, that is the adjustment for
2-3.
game number 2 by the birthday boy, Coach Arnold Lagnon. Si Balwalwa, ang kanyang starter today dito para sa Petro Gazz
Panada.
Angels.
Serving for Petro Gazz.
Kay Balwalwa packing some power in that spike, and good decision by Cheng to feed Balwalwa from the right side, being Galanza is the shorter blocker.
Galanza on the
Her
hit out.
elevation is nothing to scoff at.
4, serving 2.
Gemma Galanza scores off the block in that one. Kai Balwalwa replaces Panay Mercado in that starting lineup for this game number 2. Seth Domingo also played very well para dito kay Coach Tai. 5 points.
Ashes out.
The service error.
3-4.
That first set was a miserable set para dito sa Petro Gazz Angels, and you know, they got overwhelmed. They only scored 14 points. Hindi mo na rin masabing
Balwalwa.
jitters dahil, you know, they've been to the
Serving for the
finals.
Angels.
Although wala nga yung dalawang import, but they are veterans in the championship round. So, but boy, their second and third set, Doc, was so good until the comeback of Creamline
Sabete
happened
off
in
the
both
block.
sets.
Tied at 4.
Tatawa ako doon sinabi ni Jonah Sabete na parang lagi na lang, lagi kaming wala pa. Hindi naman lagi.
Yung panapos, yung
Oo.
sinasabi niya.
Hindi lagi. Kung lagi, di wala kayo sa finals.
Yes.
Alright.
Pero what she meant is
Balwalwa.
lagi na lang if against Creamline.
Yan, pwede. They are 12-4 in this conference. The number 2 team in the league. Nunag. Me and Mosey were really looking for more offense from her and the middles in general from Petro Gazz in game number 1.
Yeah, yun yung sinasabi rin ni Jonah kanina sa pregame interview, that it's their middles that if they have an advantage over Creamline Cool Smasher, it's the middle. definitely Nunag and Panaga, their combined height is a little bit higher than Sato and Domingo. And yung aggressiveness in terms of the attacking capability of the two, it's a little bit higher over Creamline. So that's what they have to maximize on.
6-4 is our score. Let's throw it back to Ai Tinsay, who joins us here at courtside. Ai.
Boom and Doc AJ para kay Jovelyn Prado ng Petro Gazz Angels. Hindi daw siya satisfied sa kanilang performance, lalong-lalo na sa Game 1 nila against Creamline Cool Smashers. Kailangan pa daw nila i-up ang kanilang performance to the highest maximum level at pagtuunan ng pansin ang kanilang floor defense. Tinanong ko sa kanya kung ano bang usually sinasabi ni Coach Arnold, who's celebrating his birthday. By the way, happy birthday Coach Arnold. Ayon kay Coach, kailangan daw talaga nila, kailangan alamin ang kanilang galaw sa loob at mag-enjoy para lumabas ang magandang laro. Para kay Jonas Sabete, another powerhouse player of the Petro Gazz Angels, nagpapasalamat siya sa mga taong di naniwalang kaya nila makaabot ng top 4. Nagsilbi raw itong motivation na magtrabaho na maigi at maibigay ang lahat-lahat para makahantong sa finals. For the Petro Gazz fans and the management, this one's for me. Back to set 1, Boom and Doc AJ.
And set 1 just hit our first technical timeout. Ai, maraming salamat. 8-5 ang ating talaan. Babalik po kami.
First technical timeout. 8, Petro Gazz. 5, Creamline.
Puno-puno po tayo dito ngayong Sabado ng gabi dito sa Phil Oil Flying V Center para po sa game number 2 ng ating final showdown between the Creamline Cool Smashers, Petro Gazz Angels. Mr. Vince Rodriguez is with us, channel head of SNA, Mr. Dino Lorena, head of ABS-CBN Integrated Sports.
And of the first
Si Tito Vico, kasama rin natin dito.
at the service
All
zone for the
in
Angels.
attendance
Number 16,
in the VIP section. All, of course, si Sir Bird copies kasama rin.
Ball is out. +1 for
With
Creamline.
our very own Tito Vico Halili, who brought his daughter and his daughter's friend who are big PVL fans.
Jay
At nandito
Magalanza.
sa
Serving for Creamline.
part of the crowd at the Phil Oil Flying V Center. Galanza with a 2-point deficit, 6 serving 8. Nunag only had 2 points in that game number 1. That's just not going to cut it, Doc, against Creamline.
Well, if she just made 2 points in that game, when she already has 2 points, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
here in this game alone. And Cheng definitely working the middles for Petro Gazz, and it just shows that they have a
Serving
3-point
for the
lead now
Angels.
over the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Si Janelle ang nag-start for Petro Gazz today. She
3
side was the one who started in game number 1, and in game number 1 we talked to Janine Choi was the one who talked to Janelle Cheng and said that she's at
Lisa
90%
Sato.
after that whole hamstring
for the Cool
injury.
Smashers.
So pero ngayon, syempre, no more tomorrow. Coach Arnold Lanyog starts with Janelle Cheng. Prado nakakita ng butas sa likod ng block ni Morado at ni Domingo.
10, serving 7.
Actually, may miscommunication pa in the part ni Prado tsaka ni Cheng. But Prado was quick to adjust. Masyado siyang deep yung pasok niya, yung approach niya.
Mel Cheng, game captain.
But quick enough to go for a drop shot.
Morado, reverse set.
Domingo, the back quick.
Sep Domingo able to get the point as Gia Morado will serve 8-10.
Good target for Celine Domingo,
Gia
going
Morado.
for the corner
Serving
pocket.
for Creamline.
Cruz. Palwa-alwa! Ang
With a
ganda ng
cross court
pagkahampas
kill.
ng bola dito sa angulo
11,
natin, Doc.
serving 8.
Yeah, Kai Balwalwa showing some power here in this game. she hasn't been known to be the most powerful player in terms of spikes.
Prado.
But right now, she's
Serving for
just
Petro
showing
Gazz.
that she has also what it takes to be a power hitter.
Prado, who has been playing very well, especially in the semifinals together with Jonas Sabete. Valdez is checked. Morado was there for coverage. Underhand to Gumabaw. Gumabaw over the blockers. Cheng reverses to Balwalwa. Mataas na bola yan. Morado. Gumabaw. Denied. Oh, and that captures or
scores.
tama, no? Catches the line. Tinulak na lang ni Gia. You know, this was a big topic of conversation in game number 1, Doc, and I want to get your thoughts as we go along here. The longer rallies and the counter-attacks, Creamline winning them at a high percentage.
Yeah, and much credit though to the blockers of Petro Gazz, who was able to stop like 3 offensive attacks from Creamline. Pero yun nga yung sinasabi rin ni John na yung panapos, not just in the game but also in a rally, that's where they lacking.
Not just in the game but also in the rally. That's a very good point. Balwalwa is on fire here in set number 1. Got a nice stroke by Coach Arnold Lanyog to put her in the starting 6. 12-9.
So far all players of Petro Gazz are doing a good job in their individual responsibilities.
Galanza on the combination.
10 to 12.
The Creamline Cool Smashers just really showing their offensive capability, which has been their number 1 skill all throughout the conference.
Kung saan nanggagaling yung puntos, kung sino-sino ang nagko-contribute, kasama na etong si Phil Kaylet Cayetano, who is their service specialist and also there for defense. Reverse. Balwalwa, that time's a little too low this time. It's a good set though.
4 touches.
A little too low. Yeah.
Good decision also for Cheng. But Balwalwa trying to go for a deeper angle. Inulag lang sa vertical reach.
12-11. Tatlong pinakamalaking abante. Nunag goes back there. 3 points already for Cherry Nunag. A good sign para dito sa Petro Gazz Angels.
And her role here in this match is so crucial. Lalo na yung pagiging aggressive sa net for a middle.
Serving for Petro Gazz.
13-11. Balwalwa was there. Tinulak pa kabila. Morado na paluhod. Gumabaw. That's it.
Right on the line. Sana lang.
Michelle Gumabaw off a difficult setup job by Gia Morado.
Serving for Creamline.
That one's out though.
Too long.
Too much muscle.
14 to 12.
So both teams with a couple of service errors early on.
Jonas Sabete.
Something that both teams should minimize.
14-12. Gemma, full stretch.
Off the block, Galanza.
She's really developed. We said in the pregame, we know what she can do. We've seen her throughout her collegiate career, but she really is in the best shape of her life right now. And skill-wise, she's developed into such a great all-around player, no?
Especially yung pag-breakout niya in this conference, making the presence of Kyeopin not too much missed for Creamline.
Unfortunate event there, sequence rather. Tabla na tayo after leading by 3. So again, this has been the problem for Coach Arnold's boys, or girls rather, staving off itong Creamline challenge.
Galanza.
I saw Gemma's sister around here watching the game. It's a great angle by Prado, pero naibalik pa rin ng Creamline. You know, Doc, as much as Creamline is such a great offensive team with so many weapons, it gets overshadowed yung kanilang defensive capabilities din, especially from a floor defense standpoint.
Yeah, especially up against Creamline na yung contrast is
Galanza.
compared kay CN Cruz, who also has been the heart and soul in the defense of Petro Gazz.
Nunag
Backway.
again.
Nunag.
Cheng is
Side of
feeding her
50.
today. And Nunag is responding to the challenge for Petro Gazz.
One out.
The reinforced
11.
champions
Layo.
have
In.
tied this game 15-all.
Alisa Layo. Serving for the Angels.
Alisa Layo. That is strong.
Too much juice.
16-15, the Cool Smashers with a 1-point lead.
Second technical timeout. 16. Creamline. 15. Petro Gazz.
Kayo po ay nanonood ng game number 2 ng ating best of 3 finals ng PVL Open Conference. Nangunguna po sa serye itong Creamline's Cool Smashers. It's a weekend, so everyone is here with the kids, the families, former players. Sabi ko nga, nakita ko kanina sila Galanza, Geyser. I saw Pia Geyser here also watching earlier. I had a really nice chat with her, and so many other volleyball players, athletes, and fans of all shapes and sizes.
13, Domingo.
All directions, coming from all locations. Dito po nagpunta sa ating Phil Oil Flying V Center
Technical time.
para sa game number 2.
Pia Geyser, who I believe is a future colleague of mine.
Met in the medical industry, yes. She says earlier na it's been stressful, but I'm sure rewarding. Good to see her.
Curious if she'll try to still play. Kasi Cathy Bersola has been doing it.
Right. In the meantime, Doc, dalawa na. This is the biggest lead of Creamline after being down by 3. A familiar refrain dito sa ating finals.
I'm out, Petro Gazz.
Oh, pag-usapan nyo lang yung timing. Connect lang tayo. Oh, dalawa na naman. Oh, maliit yung isa, di ba? Oh. Sino yung nasa harapan? Si Joby? O, di yun, no? Natalo niya eh. Ano gusto mo ito? Ano man lang sa'yo lagi. Pero pag nandito ka, nagdadalaw sila. Okay, pwede mo rin dalhin dito. Or replay mo dyan. Pero hindi, okay naman dito.
Kaya na sila.
Control yung pasa, control yung pasa.
In full force, ang ating Creamline Cool Smashers, including the Ribisco bosses, Mr. Jonathan Nang and Mr. Alan Acero. All in attendance, Mr. Ricky Villavicencio, team owner of the Petro Gazz Angels, as always in attendance, hoping
for the Cool Smashers.
katabi ni Coach Oben, hoping to extend this into a game number 3. Look at that. Look at the variety of options
18,
and the plays as Jessie De Leon will come in for bangs here na hugot na hatak yung block at napeke. Coach Tai looking to celebrate today.
No matter how good the floor defense, there's no stopping that, especially pag walang blockers up front for Alisa.
Smart play by Prado, swiping it off Gia's outside arm to hit the antenna. Banks will try to check back here for Jessie De Leon.
6, Panaga. In.
As Gemma Galanza
In
awaits.
captain, Janelle Cheng. Serving for the Angels.
Atienza.
Domingo.
What a set and what a response by Domingo here in the first set.
If Cheng is working the middles for Petro Gazz, Gia has started to also engage the middles in their part. And it's gonna be trouble for Petro Gaz if Celine Domingo keeps this up, as they have a full front line now for Creamline.
Di pa nga natin nababanggit si Risa Sato Masado dito na isa ring paboritong pinupuntahan ni Gia Morado sa simula ng laro. As Prado responds from the opposite side, she has really played so well, especially the latter part of the elimination round semi-final. She was on fire. Going into this finals as Creamline continues to celebrate here. They're up by 2. Make that 1 off a service ace from the veteran.
A much-needed point by Petro Gazz at this stretch of the first set. May konting hesitation dun sa part ni Kai at Yenza.
Service, Prado.
Gia picks Mitch. Cheng reverses to Kai. That is over adjusted.
Miscontact by Kai Balwalwa. Hindi niya na-stretch yung kanyang arms nung nasa ere na siya.
In captain, Eliza Valdez. Serving for the Cool Smashers.
Cheng opens to Sabete. Again, the blockers delay that ball to set up Gemma Galanza here. And that again is in. Defense to offense right away.
She Cruz a little bit too internal of the court, leaving the perimeter open.
Service. Valdez.
One of the strengths talaga ni Gemma is her cross-court attack.
Yep, yun talaga. Kahit nung college pa. Kai babawi. Good reaction. Sabete sa kabila. Cuts it to the other side. Gemma na naman!
On the line, Galanza. 22-18.
And the biggest lead for the defending champions here in the first set at 4.
Nasa kayo dalawa. Pasok ka pa rin. Number 8. Okay, sige, isang stop lang. Kanina, ang ganda ng atake natin bilang, di ba? Napapalitan ng error.
Okay, bawi. Ilapan nyo. Hey, Petro Gazz!
Again, the Creamline shifting gears at the right time, Doc. Behind by 3, and then they make their move midway through the set. Take over the lead at 16-15 in our second technical timeout. And now our 4 points ahead. Paneng Mercado is now in the game for the first time for the reinforced champions with Eliza Valdez serving. Misreceive. Chance ball pa? No.
Scoring. 23-18.
An error.
This is one of the major strengths of the Cool Smashers, is when Eliza is in the service line, one of the heaviest servers here in the league.
Really, Coach Tai concentrates a lot on, focuses a lot on them serving. On any team that he has coached, he emphasizes a lot and has improved a lot of the serving skills of all these players that have gone through him. Banks. Panaga with a 4-point deficit.
For the Angels.
Well, if there's someone who can turn some tides around from the service line, is Panaga, also proven herself as a clutch player in the service area.
And one down. Perfect timing for you, Doc. We know that she is very capable from that area. Nandun na nga si Eliza, no? Pero talagang
it's actually the perfect target.
Yes.
Try to take out Eliza from the equation.
Correct. So 2 service aces, just what the doctor ordered for Petro Gazz Angels. Coach Tai is looking at the score, assessing everything. He's still ahead by 2, but he will call a timeout just to ice the server, so to speak.
Get 124 Michelle serve นะ
ได้ได้ฮะ
good pass.
Wala, happy. Ang ten, Jordan Tong. May do, ha?
Yes, coach.
Happy. Oh, boy.
That's attorney Lily Gruba, the Creamline team manager and legal counsel of Rebisco, also in attendance today here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center. Creamline calls a timeout.
Just 2 points.
Bangs with 2 straight aces. Let's see if the ploy to ice her has worked. Ayun na, yung anak ni Amico Halili and her friend with us here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center watching. Another great loaded serve by Bangs. Pero sumagot si Galanza. Walang sumabay. Sere. Bad decision. Wong, as we said. And the sister Mate Galanza in attendance. That is bad news when nobody tries to block Gemma Galanza, especially in the way that she's been playing in the Open Conference.
Much credit to Gia Morado, twice here already in the set, that she was able to make a play with no blockers for her spikers.
Nunag
with a quick hit.
again.
22 to 24.
This is the bright spot here. Balwalwa and Nunag have played very well for Petro Gazz, but will it be enough in this first set? Because they are down 24-22. They saved 1 set point.
Serving for the Angels.
And that's why Coach Arnold really likes to keep the points short. They really feel they have the advantage in the shorter rallies. It's great blocking. Kumakabit. Etong Petro Gazz Angels.
Big point for Sabete, causing Coach Ty to call time.
Kill block.
Full smashers.
Keep kami sa likod, ha? Combination tayo maganda, isa lang.
Hey, check one out, ha? Can do. Oh, happy.
Ready sa balik ng bola, ha? Counter tayo, tara.
Left line, and they will stand the
Coach, yes, coach.
Okay.
Doc, the biggest difference of this set compared to the previous set, especially in sets in the set 1 of game number 1, is Petro Gazz has been successful to shorten the rallies. Wala pa tayo masyadong mahabang palitan dito, and sabi nga natin kanina, sa mahabang palitan, lamang na lamang ang Creamline. And that's why they have a chance here. They're down 1. They have saved 3 set points. Make that 4 set points, and we go to an extension here in set number 1.
Kai Balwalwa doing a good job in serving deep into the court of Creamline, causing Kai Atienza to pass short. And medyo nahirapan si Gia to set up. So automatic, the blockers will see na hindi na mabibigyan si Sato.
Atienza, Morado. A chance here for Petro Gazz to snatch the lead back. Sabete is denied. Prado, back to Jonah. Jonah, cross court. Underhand to Gumabaw. Cruz. Sabete saves it. Prado gives him a free ball. Gia. Gemma. That is it. And Petro Gazz takes over the lead. 25-24.
So it's the blocking of Petro Gazz that's keeping them afloat here in set 1. Yun yung sinasabi rin ni Jonah Sabete na ina-expect nila lumabas here in this match is their net defense. It was their bright spot in game 1, but it wasn't enough to overpower or overcome the attack score of Creamline.
Somebody touched the net. It was Jonah. She says no, but Luminosa says yes. So back to 25. We're tied here. I love it that Petro Gazz is showing no panic. Down, 4 set points, no panic. Creamline, alam na natin, hindi magpapanic yan eh. But it's Petro Gazz who have their backs against the wall here in game number 2. Nagpapakita ng laban. Cheng, balik kay Jonah. Single block. Inanggulo.
Petro Gazz at set point advantage.
Much credit also to Cherry Dunag for going for an actual approach.
Yes, you're right.
Napasabay niya si Sato, leaving wide open area for Sabete.
Great point. Luna, go by the way, because she has 5 points already in the first
She
set.
got the respect already of Sato. Nababantayan siya all the time.
Gia will go for the 1-2. Cheng. Chance again. Sa gitna, Sato's first attack. Gemma. Sent back. Gemma muli. Return to sender. Pick up there by Eliza. Sato nakakita ng puwang. Tinulak na lang.
First point of the set for Risa Sato, but such a major point for Creamline.
What a save by Eliza too. She saw it. She saw it even before she took off. And this is the problem of guarding and defending Creamline. Pick your poison. Prado cross court. Atienza could not handle it. Petro Gazz showing some character here in set number 1.
Well, so far in the set, Petro Gazz has been doing good in their first point conversion or yung coming off from the service. And yun nga, yung kay Coach Arnold na sinasabi niya, he doesn't want any rallies for me.
I like that you mentioned that, Doc, dahil nung game 1, in one of the early timeouts dun sa set number 1, he kept saying, we have to do better in our primary attacks. Primary attacks. Yung unang
first attack.
Unang ofensa. Pero Sato, hindi na pinatagal. Gets a freebie. And now will serve 27 all.
Risa Sato. Serving for the Cool Smashers.
Sabete. Prado. Galanza. Dives. Valdez, you need a point. You go to the MVP. And how many times have we seen that? In many championship games, series, tournaments, venues.
It's going to be hard to defend that from the floor. Eliza going above the blockers.
That's the bad news. She's in front. Combination. The swipe doesn't work. Morado. Back to Eliza. Cross court. And she puts the finishing touches for the first set of game number 2. The finals of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference.
Kapamilya sports fans worldwide. This is Eliza Valdez. Thank you for watching the set 1 of today's PVL game. Para mapanood ng live ang mga susunod na exciting PVL sets, just go to iWant.ph or sports.abs-CBN.com.